Okay, so good morning, everyone. I am Ryan Carl C. Castillo from the University of Perpetual Health System, Talta, Calamba campus. So allow me to present my research paper titled Exploring Learning Through Simulation Towards the Enhancement of Life Skills of the Second Year BTTE-LDP 2018-2019 Pre-Service Teacher at the Technological University of the Philippines, Taguig. Okay, moving on to the rationale of my study. Traditional teaching methods are insufficient in the rapidly evolving and modernized world. The growth of industrialization and technological advancements demands new education approaches. Therefore, this study aims to enhance the pre-service or the BTTE teachers' life skills such as decision making, problem solving, and critical thinking through practical simulations. This approach ensures that they are better prepared for their professional careers by bridging the gap between theoretical knowledge and practical application. So for the statement of the problem, pre-service teachers must know how to adapt to the demands and changes in society to motivate and bring academic excellence to the students. They must continually enhance their theoretical understanding and life skills through practical exposure and simulation. So as we all know, teachers or pre-service teachers must learn their knowledge through their life skills. Why? No, we believe that teachers must learn first, the or experience rather the learnings before they can teach that learnings to their future students or the learners. So, for the statement of the problem, specifically, it will answer the following questions. So, what is the profile of the students in terms of age, sex, and area of specialization? So how do the BTTE students, BTTE or the Bachelor of Technical Teacher Educations, students or the pre-service teachers describe their learning through simulation in terms of active engagement, transfer of knowledge, deliberate practice, and self-reflection? Number three, how can learning through simulation enhance the life skill of BTT students in terms of critical thinking, self-awareness, decision-making, creative thinking, and problem solving? Number four, is there a significant relationship between the respondent's profile and their life skills? And is there a significant relationship between the learning through simulation and the life skills of the BTT students? For the hypothesis of the study, so for the null hypothesis, there is no significant relationship between the learning through simulation and the life skills of the BTT students. For the alternative hypothesis, there is a significant relationship between the learning through simulation and the life skills of the BTT students. For the methodologies, the research design or the research method used in the study is a descriptive correlational method. The researchers use self-made survey questionnaire to analyze the input of learning through simulation towards the enhancement of the BTTE students. For the research instrument, so here is the sample of the research questionnaire that will be used in conducting the survey for the BTT students or the pre-service teachers. No, so of course, in the research instrument, it includes the introduction or somehow yeah, of course, the introduction of the question, whereas it asks the students, what is this instrument all about? What is the purpose of this survey, which the researchers will be conducting too? For the data gathering, after the refinement of the instrument, the researchers prepared the entire survey questionnaire to be distributed and to be answered by the respondents. The researchers also administered the survey via Google form to the respondents. After questionnaires were gathered, the data was checked, tabulated, and analyzed through the use of the statistical test best fitted to measure the indicators used for this study. So for the research locale or the respondents in the setting of the study, the second year BTT students, whereas it composed of 26 students, will be held at the Technological University of the Philippines, Taguig campus. So doon lang po iikot yung ating magiging survey po, no? Specifically ito mga second year students, no, which is composes of 26 students po. So for the summary findings, so here are the respondents' profile in terms of age. As we can see, most of the respondents are aged 21 to 24 po, whereas the lowest percentage, which has an 8%, has the age of 33 to 36 years old. For the respondents' profile in terms of sex, 69% is a female, while 31% is male. Sorry. Baliktad po. 69% is a male, while 31% is the female. So therefore, in this study, no, most of the respondents are coming from the male. Next, for the area specialization, so in the TUP, there are different specialization or major shift of these BTT students. This includes the electronics engineering technology, non-destructive technology, chemical engineering technology, automotive engineering technology, electrical engineering technology, tool and die engineering technology, electromechanical engineering technology, and architecture engineering technology po. Whereas in this study, most of the respondents are in the major of automotive engineering technology. It garnered 38%. No? While the lowest or the least respondents of this study is coming from the non-destructive engineering technology respondents, which garnered 8%. Okay, then to be followed by the electrical engineering technology, tool and die engineering technology, and then the architecture engineering technology, whereas they garnered 1% only. 4% only. Next, moving on for the summary of the findings and result of the study. So for the respondents' profile and the life skills of the second year of the BTTE-LDP students, no, it shows that the p-value of the respondents, or in terms of their response profile, no, in terms in their life skills, is that 0.888 with a significant level of 0.05, whereas it indicates no relationship. So therefore, the table shows that there is no significant relationship between the respondent's profile and their life skills, as evidenced by the computed R value of 0.088. This suggests that the variations in the respondent's profile do not significantly impact their life skills. Thus, it has no meaningful correlation between these variables based on the provided significant level of 0.05. Moving on for the learning through simulation and life skills of the second year BTTE students. Not in terms of their life skills, it has a p-value of 0.170, significance level of 0.05, interpretation with no relationship. Therefore, the table shows that the life skills has a p-value of 0.170, which is above the significance level of 0.05. This indicates that the results are not statistically significant, meaning there is no evidence to suggest a relationship between the studied variable and life skills. A computed R value less than 0.224 indicates no relationship, which aligns with the given p-value and the interpretation of no relationship. Thus, any observed relationship is not strong enough to be considered statistically significant. Moving on for the recommendations, no, for this study. So one of the recommendations is that conduct a physical survey to extract reliable data. Why? Now, as we all know, the idea of having the survey via online, somehow most of the respondents are not reminded, no, of that they had need to answer that question. So maybe or somehow some of the respondents may not be able to answer the survey. Unlike if we conduct it face to face, of course, at that moment you give the survey, somehow they can answer that right at that moment, and then you can gather that information or that data coming from that respondents. Okay, next, for the future researcher, no, you can use other variables for further research. No, so for example, for the life skills, well, there are different types of life skills. So therefore, we might be, or the researchers or future researchers might be able to include other variables. No, also the learning through simulations. Again, they can also include other variables for that particular part. And also increase the size of population of the respondents. In this study, as you notice, it only has 26 respondents. So therefore, we cannot say that I'm not telling it's not a reliable study, but somehow it cannot somehow represent a big chunk, no, of a data. So somehow for the future researchers, they might want to include other, or somehow increase rather, no, the size of the population of the respondents. Okay, so I guess that's the end of my presentation. So thank you everyone, and if you have questions, you can ask the po. Thank you.